Good morning, I am Caledonia and this is Whittier 360 News Network. We are expecting continued rain until at least Tuesday. There are new laws coming into force in California starting at midnight this Sunday. For the first time, the state's campaign finance laws will be enforceable against local candidates for school board and city council. The law limits how much candidates can raise and spend, but may be too high for local levels of government and still allow outsiders with no connection to Whittier to use their money to veto the votes of local voters. Whittier has long been known as the wild, wild west of campaign finance, which means Whittier does not have any campaign finance laws or regulations. As Whittier continues to face down a state-imposed glut of housing developments by people intent on gentrifying Whittier to kick out local natives to make room only for the super-rich, the state is preparing to impose yet another pro-developer law that mandates that city-approve bulldozing community shopping centers to make room for high-income housing developments. Many of the new developments have resulted in apartments and condos costing no less than $3,000 per month, ensuring the Whittier natives are in fact being gentrified out of Whittier. Gentrification is just a polite term used by the wealthy to kick out a community's natives to make room for super wealthy foreigners who have no connection to the community and whose primary purpose in moving to Whittier is to replace the local population and the local native culture. Developers have been receiving a lot of help and support from the state in recent years after giving billions of dollars to state legislative candidates who went on to win their elections. Democrats Ana Caballero and Buffy Wicks recently authored the newly passed law after receiving millions in campaign contributions from housing developers. They say that Californians don't need stores to shop at. In 2021, the state imposed Senate Bill 9, which requires cities to approve all ADU permits regardless of community concerns. Contacted about local development issues in Whittier, state officials responded crassly, falsely accusing concerned Whittier residents of being xenophobic. People in Whittier are not xenophobes, they have legitimate concerns about skyrocketing crime, skyrocketing traffic congestion, strained police and fire resources, and even the negative effects that local, poorly funded schools are now facing due to runaway and unregulated developments that were imposed by the state on local communities. The new law going into effect Sunday will virtually ban the city council from even being allowed to vote on the matter of new developments. According to a report in the Sacramento Bee, Assembly Bill 2011 from Wicks and Senate Bill 6 from Caballero tackle this issue in different ways. Wicks' bill will allow developers to access land zoned for parking, office and retail use by right, meaning they won't have to go through local government approval processes or the California Environmental Quality Act to build. The bill was able to pass after its authors included a provision stating that only union members could work on the new construction projects. A Whittier 360 investigation recently found that the average cost of the new condos and apartments being built in Whittier is about $3,500 per month. The developers and their supporters are claiming that is low-income housing. Currently, they are preparing to bulldoze the Whitwood, and there are now talks about bulldozing the Quad to make room for even more housing developments. As Whittier residents deal with the consequences of current ill-conceived laws, the legislature is already passing another law that will allow religious groups to build housing on their lands without any